In today's video, I'm going to document how walking 20,000 steps a day will impact my life, but more importantly, what benefits you could gain from it. But for that, let's quickly recap the last couple of months.
After some tough first couple of months in 2024, I wasn't putting my full attention to the gym. I stopped looking after my diet and started to eat a lot of junk food. At the same time, I started a new job where I'm working a lot from home. I was getting quite comfortable on the weekends, as it has been raining a lot recently, but I managed to turn things around with different challenges to a decent physique in the last 2 months.
So for the next 10 days, I'm on holiday, so I want to enjoy my time and eat what I want to, and also get a rest from the gym. So no better way than burning more calories with walking.
But why am I doing that?
Let's do a quick maths lecture here so you understand why. So for every 1,000 steps you take, you'll burn around 60 calories. That's when you go on a gentle walk. Now if you're doing instead of 10,000 steps, 20,000 steps, you'll burn an additional 600 calories per day. Now given the fact that there is roughly 7,700 calories in 1 kilogram of fat, and if you keep everything else constant, ceteris paribus, you would theoretically be able to burn 2.4 kilos of body fat per month. Insane, right? Now that's a lot and exactly what I need over the next 10 days, because I want to enjoy my holidays, eat whatever I want, and also get a rest from the gym. So walking 20,000 steps per day should hopefully help with that.
This was my physique right after my fat loss journey, where I was weighing around 79 kilos and looking like that.
So let's see what damage I can do over these next 10 days.
The goal at the end of my holiday should be to not gain too much weight whilst eating whatever I want.
Beautiful sunset walk along the sea, which is beautiful. I mean, you see the ferries there in the background as well. I did already 29,000 steps and about 3,000 left until we're back at the Airbnb, so a pretty good first day.
Back home, I'm sleeping around 5 to 6 hours per night. It's pretty bad as I usually end up editing late in the evenings, but after that first day I was shattered because walking so many steps in the bright sun is very tiring.
So it is the next morning, probably around lunchtime now, but one thing I noticed is my sleep quality. I've been sleeping around 8 to 9 hours and I feel amazing. But also another thing I noticed is my screen time, like especially when I'm on holiday and walking a lot. I'm not spending a lot of time on my screen except the filming part. On my phone it's usually Google Maps, which I use to navigate. I'm not listening to any podcasts or watching YouTube videos. So that's kind of nice to really calm down and enjoy the present moment, I guess.
That's what I can recommend to you as well. Simply go on walks. It doesn't have to be only on holidays, and enjoy the present moment. Don't bombard yourself with more information and simply take a step back and enjoy life.
I did around 17,000 steps so far. I don't know if I get the 20,000 in today, but it doesn't really matter because on the first couple of days I did a lot more. But talking about Corsica, it's a beautiful place, but there's not much to do here except the beautiful beaches. But tomorrow I'm heading back home again before it gets further to our next trip.
After those first 5 days in Corsica, I can really tell the difference in my sleep quality and generally speaking my recovery. I think my muscles and tendons needed that. These are the stats of these first couple of days. And on the last day we walked again from our Airbnb to the airport along the beach.
So there we go, back at the airport again. And now one thing I can recommend to you is getting a smartwatch so you can actually see how many steps you're doing per day. I'm having this Fitbit Versa here and that's enough for me. I don't need an Apple Watch or any fancy things to help me to deepen my connection with my body as well.
City trips are made for a lot of steps because there's no better way than walking through the hidden alleys and doing actual sightseeing, like here in Barcelona through the old town for example. I wouldn't recommend using taxis, public transport or even renting a car.
So another couple of days have gone past here in Barcelona and I don't know, I feel like my muscles are disappearing at this point. But to be honest, my eating habits here are not the best. I'm eating a lot of sugar, like pancakes for example, for breakfast, but I'm skipping lunch. So it's kind of compensating throughout the day. But nevertheless, it's not the greatest food, so the proteins are definitely missing.
I don't know about you, but usually during summer times I'm naturally eating less and feeling not as hungry as I am during winter time. But during these holidays I was really treating myself with a lot of food. That started to be more than I was actually burning through the walking bits. Now that can be quite counterproductive where you gain fat and
you're not training, that means you're losing your muscles at the same time.
Now exactly 10 days ago I was weighing around 79 kilos and that's how I looked. After doing 20,000 steps every day for 10 days and not working out, whilst eating whatever I wanted, I'm weighing around 81.5 kilos. And that, guys, is how I'm looking right now.
So I can confidently say that this challenge didn't really work. I underestimated the amount of calories I was consuming compared to the ones I was burning. And that can happen quite easily if you're eating a lot of high sugar foods. But you know what? That's okay, because I'm going to get back into my weightlifting routine and do some additional cardio in the next couple of weeks. But this video should be proof that you can't eat whatever you want and maintain your physique like that. Now, if you enjoyed today's video, make sure that you smash that like button and watch this video right up here where I'm documenting my journey of taking creatine for a year.